So what is going on, guys? CeeGee here today and welcome back to the channel. Now I have had enough time to sink my teeth firmly into Black Ops 4 and have a grasp of my personal opinion on the game. So today I am bringing you my honest, whether it's brutal or not, my honest hand on heart review of Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Kicking things off, guys, we have some multiplayer. You guys are going to be watching this gameplay of each separate mode as I am on this little left side reviewing each one as we go along. So you guys have some gameplay to watch and enjoy as I waffle on like a madman. But starting off with multiplayer, first thing I want to say is, to be fair, most of the guns I've used so far feel very well balanced. The SMGs, I've only used the MX9 and the GKS, I believe it's called. The ARs, I've used the first three, which is the ICR, the Rampart, and the KN, I think. I haven't played with some of the later weapons, but the earlier stuff that I've used seem very balanced. The Vapor X and the Spitfire and the AUG thing, I think it's called the ABR, they all kind of seem like they're the most used guns from the higher levels. I see a lot of people prestiged, or who are first prestige, that have unlocked the Spitfire again with their token, because it's obviously just that good. The 4-round burst, very reminiscent of the Black Ops 3, I think it was like the M18-4 or something like that. It was an unreal gun, could one burst people, the Spitfire can. So other than them guns, I feel like most of it is very balanced. And talking about balance, I feel like the movement system has been implicated and redesigned so well for boots on the ground. You know, these maps, you can tell they are designed with... Some of them were designed with exos in mind. There are a few little bits you think, well, I can't jump up here and I can't do that. I kind of need an exo to do that. So you can tell that some of them in the early stages maybe were designed with exos in mind, but left it as it was to kind of create a diversity with the map. But the movement system goes with the maps like, you know, cheese and crackers. They absolutely flow perfectly together. I feel like things like firing range, which is my personal favourite map, I dropped a 52 kill game on that the other day. It was the most enjoyable time I've ever had on COD multiplayer in a long time. Games like that are just what make multiplayer so much more enjoyable over like Black Ops 3. I feel like multiplayer this year, because of the movement, because of the guns, 2 points I've already mentioned, is a very strong year for the multiplayer scene. And now talking about more kind of balance, I feel like the gadgets and the new operators are very innovative and they're very fresh. In the last game, in Black Ops 3, you kind of had everyone had a special weapon, but now they kind of have like an ability and then a gadget, which I prefer. So Ruin obviously has the gravity slam, and then to go with the gravity slam, to get in the air, he has the grapple hook, which is the perfect combination. Seraph, I really like how she's like kind of like the tactical one with the spawn beacon. I love that. Tort is obviously just the barricade. He's got the razor wire and the barricade. He literally is the man that just stops objectives getting taken. I personally really enjoy playing Crash. I love playing that medic kind of role. I love supplying people with the ammo when we're holding objectives. It was the other day, I think it was yesterday, me and Ryan, we were on Arsenal, we were holding down B, they were coming from all angles, we were holding them off really nicely, and he just said, I need more ammo, and just like that, I hit R1, ammo pack was down, he had full mags, I had full mags, and we just kept going, drilling them down. I think we did end up winning the round because of our, you know, replenished ammo, because of the assault pack. And the TAC 5 medical boost to give everyone up to 200 health is amazing. Like if Mark and Nat, who usually play quite aggressive roles, one of them will play Battery, one of them will play Ajax, one of them plays Ruin, they'll kind of chop and change between the very aggressive kind of styles, and if they need to push onto an objective, I will pop the TAC 5, they'll get the 200 health and they can go. It's added an extra layer of tactical teamwork, which I really adore and really genuinely do enjoy. But one thing that I'm not really enjoying is the modes. Other than Control and Kill Confirmed, and in the off chance that it's a good lobby, Search and Destroy, I'm not really a fan of anything else. I don't really like Heist. It's very CS-go-y. I don't really think it works that well. Never been a fan of just the kill-based modes like Free For All and TDM. Hardpoint obviously is another one I like. Hardpoint is like an incredible mode. I love that mode so much. But there's been a lot of things, a lot of modes that I feel haven't been they haven't been really looked at properly, as in like player counts. I feel like Control, I feel like Control works as a 5v5, but S&D needs that one extra player. It needs to be 6 versus 6, just like Black Ops 3 was. Some of the modes work with 5, some of the modes don't, and that's kind of where the other one's downfall. TDM is 6 versus 6. I don't really like that because it's always just spawn die, it's always way too hectic. I would prefer that to be 5 versus 5. And obviously talking about you know, how good the modes are and stuff, let's get on to my final point, which is the lobbies, because I know it's been out not even a week yet, but the lobbies are already unrealistically sweaty. I have joined lobbies with 2 or 3 prestige ones, really high levels, lots of people partied up. I mean, me, my brothers, and Ryan and Jack and Harry, even, like all of us at times, we just chop and change who's in the 5. We'll play as a team and we'll go into Control, but we don't sweat it to level up. We just play it to enjoy it and see how many wins we can get, because it's an enjoyable experience, it's fun. But these lobbies that are just really try hard, really sweaty, they kind of just get on my nerves, because it's like, okay, the game's been out for a week, but do you really need to be trying this hard this early? Can you not just, you know, enjoy the game and then get to work, so to speak? So that's just my opinion on that. But that is my overall opinion on multiplayer. I think it's one of the best years we've had for multiplayer in a long time. Reminds me very much of the Black Ops 2 days. That sort of classic feel with the futuristic setting, boots on the ground, very fast-paced, guns all really, really, really nice. But yeah, multiplayer overall is a fantastic mode for me. But let's get on to Blackout, because I've made it very clear that I do not like Blackout. I don't like Blackout one bit. I just don't think COD formula works. I just don't really enjoy how it feels, how it plays. I am not a fan of Blackout, and I'm just going to go through my 5 reasons. You know, some of them, I tried thinking of good ones, but I just couldn't think of any reason that I actually enjoy Blackout, and it's a shame because I want to enjoy Blackout. It's a COD Battle Royale, for Christ's sake. So the first one I've put is most guns get pushed aside for ARs or burst weapons. If I see a Rampart, a Maddox, an ABR 223, I think they're called, the Spitfire, I'm dropping anything I have for them weapons. The Maddox is my shit, absolutely. The Rampart is like the Scar of, you know, like Fortnite has the slow fire and high damage Scar, this has the Rampart. And the Spitfire and the ABR are burst weapons, so you don't even need to be that accurate. As long as you land one shot there or thereabouts, you can pretty much, you know, find your sort of bearings, tag them, and then you can really go in for the kill. So the burst weapons more specifically seem very, very OP. And I'm talking about OP, the level 3 armor. The level 3 armor seems so broken still. It's definitely been nerfed. I killed someone yesterday with it. I think I got my first win the other day with Ryan in duos or something. And the last guy had level 3 armor, and I absolutely nailed him. I put like half a clip into him, all of them hit markers essentially, and I still didn't get the down. I had to reload and sort of think, holy shit, this is again a bit of a joke now. How has he got this much health? So I still think that level 3 armor needs a little bit of work. I personally would take level 3 armor out of the game and have level 1 armor as the pickup and level 2 armor as the one you get from the supply drops. I don't know if they have done that, but I mean, I'm just going off of looks because I've not had level 3 armor yet, and I don't recall having a level 2 armor. I haven't really put a huge amount of time into Blackout, but what I have played brought me to the assumption that if level 3 armor is still in the game, which I think it is because it's the one with the helmet and I saw someone wearing the helmet, it is still fairly OP. Now, this is another thing. This is just my personal opinion, and I feel like the games are too long. I feel like the games just drag on a little bit. They're a little bit too long. I wish the map would be just a tad smaller and the circle a tad quicker. I just want that game to be quick, fast. You know, I want it to be fast paced. I want it to be Call of Duty style. Call of Duty online, you never really have a moment to breathe. If you're playing Control, you're always there or thereabouts with the action. Whereas Blackout, you can run for 5 minutes straight and remain unscathed. It's kind of just a little bit annoying. And then the worst thing is, when you then finally do get caught up or meet someone, the kill times are so unrewarding. And I say this purely because you know, if you get a kill, you kind of can just get a cheap shot from behind and just drill them and they're dead, and it's kind of it. That's it. The kill times are very, very quick. Whereas I don't want to, but I have to compare it to Fortnite here. Fortnite allows you to have a really nice battle with someone. You have time to med up. You know, that by the time you revive someone, they can have made a rush. The revive times on this are too quick. You can get someone up before the other team even think of rushing you. So I feel like, you know, the kill times don't really allow for a battle long enough, but they kind of like, this is the thing, I say I want to be more like Call of Duty, and the kill times on Blackout are very Call of Duty. They're very quick, but they're not really Battle Royale-esque, if that makes sense. Now, I'm not sure if this is only because I've played Fortnite. I haven't played PUBG. I have played H1, but the kill times I don't even think are this quick. And PUBG, I don't really know how quick they are, but I'm just basing it off of Fortnite. I just think the kill times are a little too quick. And the final thing is, this is just quite a simple one. The quick equip and inventory seems just a little bit clunky. I feel like that's something they can just patch out and nerf out, or buff, or whatever it is. They can just edit that a little bit and fix that. But it just feels very clunky with the whole cursor thing. I like the way they've done it, but it just feels very, very... I don't want to say cheap, but cheap is the only word I can use to explain it. It feels very sort of like... kind of like cringy in a way. Like, I look at it and I think, damn, this could have been designed so much better. So overall, I'm not really a huge fan of Blackout. Now, moving on to the crown fucking jewel, that is zombies. Zombies this year is going to be unreal. The first point of this is because there is not a single bad map. Now, I'm excluding Classified from this because I personally haven't had the experience of playing it. I don't have the Black Ops Pass, so I don't know what 5 is like. That's just one thing I want to get out of the way quickly. But Blood of the Dead, 9 and Voyage are all so good, and they are all so unique in their own way. 9 is a very simple map. You've got the arena, you've got the 4 towers, you've got the underground and top of the towers, and then you've got the sort of underground bit with all the dome, and well, not the dome, but sort of like the underground of the arena, the pit, so to speak, and then the temple with the pack-a-punch. It's a very simple map once you learn where you're going, which I have. My highest round so far. I've only had this game a couple of days, and it's around 42. Me, Mark, and Nat survived for 3 hours, around 42 last night. Normal mode, no modifiers. It was absolutely unreal. It was so much fun. It was so enjoyable. And that's because I feel like these maps are so unique in their own way. Blood of the Dead has a very, you know, the aesthetic of Blood of the Dead, the whole Titanic vibe. I love that. It looks incredible. Not, you know, the corridors are a little bit tight. They can be a little bit of a pain in the arse if you go down because you get pinned in a corridor. But it just means you've got to play more safe. Same goes for Mob. Mob always was a notoriously difficult map. So this time around, you know, you have to play way more cautious because you've got the newer guns, the new perks, all that kind of stuff. You have to play very, very careful. Now, the wonder weapons on each map also are very, very unique and also incredible. The 9 Death of Orion, which then upgraded as Circuit's Kiss, is unreal. If you charge shot and get somebody levitating in the air, it's basically a wonder waff. It's unreal. I know I say unreal a lot, but it is. It's unreal. It's amazing. On Voyage of Despair, I haven't had the pleasure of using this yet, but from what Mark and Nat and what the gameplays I've seen, and I've been in the game when it's being used, the Kraken is an absolute meat maker. It minces the zombies like they're not even there. The upgraded versions, I got ice, you know, me and the boys, we all agreed on who was getting what. Mark's got acid, Natty's got fire, I believe. I'm getting ice, and I think Jack's getting electric, and then Ryan and Harry, well, you know, that's our Easter egg team, so they're the ones we're getting. But yeah, I feel like the Wonder Weapon, the Kraken, is amazing, and of course on Blood of the Dead, the Blundergat. The Blundergat is so good. My personal favourite upgrade of it is the Magma Gat. I've pretty much got that down to a T now. I've tried getting it a couple of times but failed. I've only ever had it once, and it's very, very difficult to get with the running with the blue flame and barrels. It's a pain in the arse, but it's worth it because it's an incredible gun and makes the game so much more enjoyable. But this is where the Zombies has a little bit of a downfall, the perk and elixir system. Now, I'm not saying I don't like it, but I'm saying I prefer Black Ops 3 style. Now, I can understand where the Zombies team came from when they were making this, because if you have Jug and Double Tap and Speed Cola in the game, 9 times out of 10, like 9 out of 10 people are going to choose them 3 perks and probably Stamina over everything else. So the only way they could combat that was to take them out. I respect that, I understand that. And now I've really had to think about what perks I want. I personally run the Deadshot Dealer, which is the instant headshots, the Quick Revive because it regenerates your health as well quicker, Stamina as my modified one, so that when I have all 4 perks I can infinitely run, and my last one I have Electric Cherry, because when you're in a tight situation that perk saves your bacon. They're the 4 that I run, but when I'm playing solo, I might not run Quick Revive. I might run Dying Wish. If I'm playing in a team, I will run, you know, something else instead of Electric Cherry that's more team-based. If I'm, you know, going to make sure that I spam the shield as much as I can, I might use Victorious Tortoise. There's so many different ways to play, and I feel like that's why they've done it, because it caters more to you. And now, it's kind of the same with the elixirs, because they are very similar to the Gobblegum system, but instead of having the Gobblegum machine that you pay for and you get one of your random ones, instead you just have 4, each one assigned to a piece of your D-pad, and then you choose which one you want. I always run Aftertaste and always done swiftly, because when I'm using LMGs or ARs, I like to be able to ADS and move quickly, because I haven't got the stock yet on any of the guns. And the second one, Aftertaste, as soon as you pop it, it lasts for 1 down and you get all of your perks back. So as soon as I have all 4 of my perks, or even 3 of them, and I'm working towards my 4th, I pop that as soon as I can. The last one I use is Anywhere But There, I believe it's called, and as soon as one of my teammates goes down, I hit that down button on the D-pad and I teleport to them. It teleports to a down player, and I'm saving them as quickly as I can to make sure they keep their perks and we have the best chance of survival. So I kind of like how it caters more to team play and solo play, and each different, you know, loadout has a different kind of style. I personally prefer to play the more like sort of preserved style. I like to sort of hold back and train, take them all out, get the wonder weapon and use that to kill them. But I really, really like it, and that's because the more customization there is, I really think it adds to the replayability, which is my final point. You know, these maps are already very replayable. 9 I've already done a shit ton of times. Void of Despair I've done a handful of times. Same as Blood of the Dead. I've definitely, you know, neglected them two under 9, but 9 is probably like one of my favourite maps of all time. It is fucking incredible. Honestly, it is amazing. But the customization, I think, is a really, really, you know, it's a good step for replayability. It's fun, it's enjoyable, it's really, really, really replayable, and it adds a lot to the customization. So this year for me, Zombies is absolutely phenomenal. So there you go, guys. That is my opinion on Black Ops 4. Some of it good, some of it bad. I still think the game is nowhere near perfect. It does need some very, very slight work. Multiplayer mostly is just the players. Blackout, I don't know what to do with Blackout because I just don't like the mode. And Zombies I feel like is in a very strong place, but still has a few little steps to go before it is truly at the level of the experience that Black Ops 3 was. But that has been my honest opinion of Call of Duty Black Ops 4, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, remember to smash thumbs up and down below, and just remember to subscribe, as it would help me out so much. And of course, I've been your boy CeeGee. This has been my review of Black Ops 4, and I'll see you guys soon with a brand spanking new video. Goodbye.